I'll bet those are the two brothers that built the inn and Josiah's house. I'll bet this was taken in that passageway I found. There's something written on the back. Why do I get the feeling someone's following me? Jeepers, I'm behind one of the walls in Emily's room. I'll bet that's how someone makes that picture move. I should ask Jane about the photo I found that allowed me to find that staircase that goes behind Emily's room. Guess I better not leave the lights on.
Thanks for doing the pies. The more I do it, the worse I seem to get at it. Here's that box. I'm sure that sewing machine needle is in there somewhere.
I see it.
Remember, when it comes to using it, you're on your own, kiddo.
I think I know why Emily has been seeing and hearing strange things.
Well, I'm all ears. Tell me.
I found a secret passageway that goes from the inn to Josiah Crowley's old house. And off of it, I found a staircase that leads to a space behind a wall in Emily's room. That's the staircase that's in this old picture.
You mean, the noises that Emily's been hearing? The things she's been seeing? It's because someone's been sneaking around behind the wall in her room?
Did you know about the secret passageway?
No, and I've never heard Emily say anything about it either.
I was able to open the staircase because I saw the picture I just showed you, and I found that picture on the shelf in your podium.
You mean it was right there under my nose? Hold the phone! You think I'm the one who's been sneaking around?
Can you think of somebody else who may have had access to that picture?
Anyone who's ever been behind this desk could have seen that picture. It's hardly fair to go pointing a finger at me.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, you're just trying to help Emily, so I guess I shouldn't get mad. She went into town to run some errands. At least that's what I told her to do. Heaven knows she could use some fresh air.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty-dighty.
There. Not bad, Miss Drew. Not bad at all.
I'll never forget the night it all began, that dark, stormy, fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it would take money to do that, and to get money, I needed to confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently become able to transform himself fittingly into a giant warthog. When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise. My fear that he would hear me proved groundless, for a terrible storm began to rage, washing away the sound of my footsteps. I peered through the rain-streaked window beside his front door and could see him sitting in front of the fire. He had returned to human form, but the malicious smile on his face suggested that he was recalling his recent porcine exploits. Seeing that the door was unlocked, I hurled it open and marched across the room toward him. I'll never forget the night it all began, that dark, stormy, fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it would take money to do that, and to get money, I needed to confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently become able to transform himself fittingly into a giant warthog. When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise. My fear that he would hear me proved groundless, for a terrible storm began to rage, washing away the sound of my footsteps. I peered through the rain-streaked window beside his front door and could see him sitting in front of the fire. He had returned to human form, but the malicious smile on his face suggested that he was recalling his recent porcine exploits. Seeing that the door was unlocked, I hurled it open and marched across the room toward him. "Step away from that bottle of warthog potion," I commanded, "and give me the 20 gold coins you stole from my poor servant." "I'm not going to give you a thing, save, perhaps, a taste of my sword." And with that, he drew his sword. In an instant, I had drawn mine, and so commenced the fiercest sword fight the world had ever known. The storm raging outside paled in comparison to our battle. To my surprise, Nick's experiences as a lower life form seemed to have improved his skill as a swordsman. I feinted, I parried, and yet victory eluded me. And soon I began to feel my strength ebbing from me. I was tiring rapidly. Summoning every ounce of what little energy remained in my body, I lunged at him one last desperate time. Ouch! Why, you wounded me! I had managed to wound him on his right arm, just above the elbow. Curse you! His words punctuated as they were by an untimely clap of thunder, sent a shiver down my spine. "Save your breath," I intoned, "and give me those gold coins." "Here, take your precious coins." He tossed the bag of coins onto a chair, but as I reached for them, he reached for his bottle of potion, and in a matter of seconds, my night had gone from bad to horrible.
How's the dress coming?
All done.
This is beautiful, thank you. Now let's see if that key you found opens up Josiah's safe deposit box. That was Josiah's key, all right, but that is not Josiah's will.
It looks like some kind of journal. Would it be okay if I kept this?
If it was money or jewelry or something like that, I'd turn it over to Topham. But a journal? Finders keepers as far as I'm concerned. I'll be at my desk if you need me.
It's locked, naturally. It's locked, naturally. It's locked, naturally. Flute, 7.025 megahertz. Puck! That's who Josiah played in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Pyramus, 7.057 megahertz. Thisbe, 7.050 megahertz. It looks like some kind of record of the people Josiah talked to on his ham radio.
Anything else I can do for you?
I guess I'll be going.
Come back anytime.
Looks like Josiah was a ham radio operator. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
This is Flute, but you sure don't sound like Puck, so explain yourself.
My name's Nancy Drew.
So where's Puck?
Well, I'm pretty sure Puck's real name was Josiah Crowley, and I hate to say it, but he passed away earlier this year.
Ah, that's a shame. Heck, I never got to give him his sentence.
His sentence?
Well, see, a while back, Puck dictated a sentence to me and told me that if and when he recited a certain passage from Shakespeare, I was to respond with that sentence. Weird fellow, that Puck.
Could you tell me the sentence?
Oh, no, Puck made me promise. I can only say the sentence after I hear the passage from Shakespeare.
Is the passage from one of his sonnets?
Darned if I know.
What if I figured out the passage? Would you tell me the sentence then?
I suppose I could do that, yes.
Did you know Puck very well?
I felt like I did. Met him over the radio a couple of years ago. What a character. What'd you say his real name was?
Josiah Crowley.
Strange. I never heard of him.
Why is that strange?
He led me to believe he was this big cheese out in Hollywood. You know, some famous producer, director or something. Said he owned his own studio.
He didn't own a studio, and he certainly didn't live in Hollywood.
I'll be darned. So he was just lying to me. Well, that's all right. I may have told him a fib or three over the years myself. Like the time I told him I was a scratch golfer. I don't even know what that means. In any case, you tell me the passage, I'll tell you the sentence. Until then, over and out.
Guess I better not leave the lights on. I don't hear anybody. Now would be a good time for me to sneak inside and have a quick look around. I don't hear anybody. Now would be a good time for me to sneak inside and have a quick look around.
Clear your mind of all thoughts. Think about nothing save that spoon. Yuri, be quiet. You're disturbing us.
Mr. Topham?
Yes, Mrs. Deckman?
Is it okay if I blink?
Yes, it's okay if you blink. Just keep focusing. Your
Josiah must have circled these quotes, but why? Something tells me I better write down all the stuff that's circled here in my journal.
Should I concentrate on the top edge or the bottom edge?
Either one, Mrs. Deckman. Just concentrate.
Phew! Meet with Jay Archer at 9:30 a.m. about money. That's today.
Mr. Topham,
Yes, Mrs. Deckman?
am I trying to push it or pull it?
Push it. You're trying to push it, all right?
Guess I better not leave the lights on.